Hey everybody. Oh, Kevin, you want to switch from Orioles to Rockies? Hey Aaron, how you doing? Yeah, I think I can do that. It's gonna just take me a second to redo because I had the random all ready to go. So just gotta add the Orioles back in. Hey Christine, how are you tonight? Yeah, they have a good young rookie, I believe, right? Isn't that what everybody's chasing a little bit? Let me just change that out. I'm doing good, thank you. Hey Greg, how you doing? Yeah, if that's what you'd like to do, Kevin, no problem. I was surprised the Orioles lasted long too. Yeah. There it is. Tyler knows them all. Welcome in, buddy. Is that your guess for an auto too, Tyler? I was just getting ready to start the random, so good timing. Thank you for asking. You guys can wait to guess your auto unless you want to do it now, just because it might change who you want to root for, I guess. Okay, well, we're going to do the random now, and how I do it is Judge, all right. That'd be pretty sweet. I think Tyler would be quite happy with that one. Okay, we're going to do the 15 teams, random them 9 times, and they will go in the order that you guys claimed your spots. So we got Diamondbacks all the way down to the Blue Jays. Orioles are back in there. Rockies are out. Jesus, Kevin, got your language. Okay, Jesus Made. Okay. Try to start a little earlier tonight so you could actually make it for a few minutes at least. So we're randomized 9 times, and here we go. I would think like what Orioles, Braves, Red Sox probably the biggest chases, but I mean you have old Otani and some old Angels uniforms too, so you just never know. Some good Mets rookies too. Okay, here we go. That's 1, 2, 3. I go pretty quick. Sorry. 3. Oh, Mets staying on top again. 4. Make sure you can see it. 5, 6, 7, 8. And here we go. Last one. 9. All right. Chris getting the Red Sox. I will update the post, so it'll just take me about 5 minutes, maybe less, to get that done. Greg picking up the Orioles. He's happy with that trade. Christine picking up the White Sox. Actually, a lot of good young rookies just end up on other people's teams. Struble picking up the Giants. Some amazing old school autos, possibly. Mariners. Andrew picking up the Twins. Tyler on the Reds picking up the Blue Jays. Oh, that stinks. Sorry, man. Okay, 7. Pirates. Joe getting the Rangers. Obviously good rookies there, too, the last couple of years. Jamie on the Guardians. 8. Picking up the Braves. Cubs. Jeremiah Walton. 9. Picking up the Cardinals. Tyler Haynes on the Yankees picking up the D-backs. Padres. Aaron picking up Angels. Jamie on the Royals on 12, picking up the Marlins. Kevin with the Rockies picking up the Rays, the R's. Greg on the Phillies picking up the Astros, and then Giuseppe picking up the Mets. Okay, so Greg picking up Greg guessing Aiden Miller. Aaron going Woods. Okay. Okay, I'm going to update the post real quick just to make it easier to see for everybody, especially if people come in late like who I got. So I'm going to be quiet because I have to focus. I'm not the best at this. My phone is just blowing up while I'm trying to text. It's driving me insane. I hate being in group conversation. Group text. Okay, Mariners getting Twins. Hope everybody's having a good Friday. Got any, hopefully, some fun plans for the night, or for the weekend, rather. It's getting a little late on the East Coast, especially. Let's see, Pirates, Rangers. We were supposed to go to a hockey game, but I had to work so late tonight that we just said forget it. So, which kind of sucks because it's probably the last game. Well, it's definitely the last home game of the year. Our little local team made the top 8 in the North America, which is pretty cool. The Western Hockey League Championships. But they're getting their butts kicked by Medicine Hat, which has, I believe, the number 1 like draft pick most likely next year. Can't think of his name now. He, from what I've heard, I guess he's pretty dang good. Almost done. Thank you guys for your patience. Okie dokie. All right. Thanks you guys again for your patience. Let's get going. First card will be first prize. Our product. Ooh, before I get going, we got 1 blaster. I couldn't find the other 24 product. I got to go to the storage unit and find stuff. Our lives are like so upside down. We're going to get moved back into our house this week. So I don't know if we'll get any more breaks in before next weekend. We'll see. I'd love to, but okay. So I want to get started there. If you're live, you can claim any of the random cards. If not, nobody wants them. I'll just throw them in people's boxes. And then we got 23 Bowman Mega. Feels like yesterday. We got Adley in here, or is that Gunner? I was like Gunner actually. Both. So anyway, some good young stars there. Then we go to 22 update. Look for 1 of 1 super refractors. Update Chrome. So it's always a fun box too. And then we'll go all the way back to 21 Bowman Mega. Got you down, Tyler. Thank you. And then we're going to finish with our Bowman Hobby from this year, 2025. So instead of doing our extra, sorry, I'm trying to see all these messages. Dang, sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, anybody that's in that hasn't given me a guess, we got 5 people and 5 guesses, so I think we're good. Okay, let's get more displays. Can't wait to be back home again. It's just driving me crazy having to go back and forth between houses and stuff. So I'll break tonight and then I'll sort for a little bit and then head off home to the other house. So it'll be nice to be back. All right, not bad. 10 minutes to get the random done, update the post, get your guesses in. We went through our product. Instead of doing our extra up before the hobby, I'm just going to do our extra now, and then we'll just go and start back in time and work our way to 2025. So our extra tonight is a 2025 Heritage Hanger, which is not only fun to open, it is fun to say. Heritage Hanger. Anybody have any fun plans for the weekend? Anybody going out of town? I don't know what it's like in your area. We had some pretty good weather for a while, and the last week's been not very great. Cooler weather for sure. Empty box. First card out's a nice one. Shohei, first ever 50 home run, 50 steals. So, I think it's Chris Lacroix. It's been a while since we've had you in. Thanks for hopping in, man. Ooh, so we got some fun sparkles at the bottom there. So if I don't hear from Chris, we'll roll the dice for his prize. And most of the cards we will sleeve after, except for the bigger stuff. If it's a big auto, oh, that'd be awesome, Greg. That's cool. Get to see Skeens live. He's having a little bit of rougher year this year, but also the team's not great either. If you see a rookie that you would like top loaded right away, please let me know. And Bowman, any of the Chrome, obviously we will, in a lot of the firsts. So, all right, Shohei, JT Ginn, Adel Amador, David Patterson, Nathan Eovaldi, Geraldo Perdomo, Josh Naylor, Pete Alonso, Kerry Carpenter, Tyler Phillips Rook, Kyler Ruiz, Luis Guerrero, Tyler Gentry, Ha-Seong Kim. Let's see, father and son, Kevon Biggio. It's going to the Royals because it's mostly about the son. Kayvon, sorry, not Kevon. Cedane Rafaela and Levi Jordan. Oh, we got a bonus patch. Sweet. So we'll have 2 prizes out of here. All right, Tobias Myers, Sonny Gray, Christian Walker, Bo Nailder, Francisco Alvarez, Heston Kierstead, Ronel Blanco, Aroldis Chapman, Jackson Churio on a 24 record breaker, and a Tyler O'Neill. Okay, so we do have a patch card. We have some sparkles off the back, so we're just going to go with the patch right away. Behind Brady Singer, we have a Nolan Shanuel, Angels. The Angels, Aaron Malin picking up the patch. Numbered, is that 50 of 99, it looks like? Yeah, that's sick. 50 of 99. It's always weird when they have hand printed. So Aaron picking up a prize too, a little fuzzy white one there. Congratulations, Aaron, picking up the card and picking up a prize. Numbered 2. That's a nice little numbered patch card. I do know Heritage is way better this year from everything I've read. So, kind of exciting. Let's see. There we are. That should fit in there. If you want to give me 2 numbers, Aaron. The prize box has not been restocked, but it has more packs in it. So, better chance at something cool. All right, Enrico Fermi. If anybody wants the Enrico Fermi, the architect of the nuclear age, otherwise they'll just throw it in somebody's stack. We got Devin Williams on I guess that's purple almost. Edwin Diaz on a chrome. That's a cool looking one. Nice. And then Jeff Hoffman on the chrome update, and Anthony Volpe. 3 and 18. Sweet. Okay. So Devin Williams on a purple. Jeff Hoffman. Heritage Chrome. A gorgeous red sparkles. Not numbered, but really nice looking card on the Eddie Diaz for the Mets and Josteski. Fortunately, none of the rookies of the sparkle cards are parallels, but take what we can get. So that's awesome when the extra actually has some cool stuff in it. All right, let's go 3 and 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18. Okay. I'm going to warn you now, not the greatest, Aaron. I apologize. So we got a Seahawk double bubble with a Tim Pete card, or Ty Pete, excuse me, along with a Julio Rodriguez 8-bit baller. So double bubble there. Or a Chrome first Bowman Yandel Ricardo for the Royals. Those are your choices there, Aaron. Not the greatest this time. Sorry, man. There is better stuff in there, but not a ton, unfortunately. It's getting thin. I just haven't had time to get to the hobby shop to get goodies at all. So, Seattle, alrighty. get back in there. Any Julio's a good Julio, right? You never know. These are everywhere. Gotta get a little more organized here. Well, awesome. That's a good start. All right, let's roll the dice real quick for who was the first guy? Chris, right? Yeah, Dodgers. Chris Lacroix. Whoa, it rolled all the way over, but it is still a 1 times 6. So card 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hopefully you like this one, Chris. It is first series big baseball cards. This has got to be like 88, 89, somewhere in there. 1989. So kind of a fun rip. Hopefully you like it. It's got some old school stars on there for sure. All right, well, let's go back in time. Let's just start her off with 2021. We got a little torque action on the front. Haven't opened one of these in probably 3.5 years, I'm guessing. I was just looking for stuff to put with this hobby, and I was like, you know what, why don't we just make it a little bit of a mixer? I had some older Megas I've been collecting all this for a while. I remember I went and stood in line for hours to buy these. I think I flipped like one, and then the rest of it just slowly opened over time. Maybe I flipped a couple, like I made like $10 a box, but they were a hot commodity for a brief moment. Sorry, I'm getting rid of the security tags. I can throw this in the recycling. Come on. We already got a bonus patch. Let's see if we can get a bonus auto, too. That'd be awesome. Okay, so nothing else there. Empty box. Okay, and 5 and 2. Anybody opened any of these in a while? It's been a little bit, so. All right, so we got the 2 mega packs. That's what everybody really is after. And then our 5 regular packs. I feel like the blasters had more autos, but these have, obviously, the mega special packs, which are pretty sweet. So we're going to open all these, and then we'll get to the other ones. So Greg's going to a baseball game. Anybody else got anything fun this weekend? Our little house of worship tomorrow. We're going to help work on some landscaping to help out. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. And then Bronx is just praying for good weather on Sunday so we can go play some volleyball. He says, card show, that's awesome, Aaron. Right in Fresno or somewhere else close? Hopefully you find some gems. That's awesome. Cheer Wine Festival. Okay, Lemoore. I'm not sure where that's at, but I assume that must be close. I know, Tyler, you might be winning if you have something called a Cheer Wine Festival. That sounds pretty awesome. I do love a good card show, though. So you don't have a booth, Aaron? You guys are just going to shop? All right, Shane Bieber. Keston Hura. I will double check and go through and make sure there's no refractors I miss. Pete Alonso. Paul Goldschmidt. Mike Trout. And Randy Arozarena. Little Shohei action. There we go. For Aaron. Jose Altuve. Davy Garcia. And Andres Jimenez. I don't know why there's 2 Devi Garcias in the same. They look exactly the same. But not one refractor different or anything like that. That's ridiculous. Huh, sorry, I just had to show that. That's crazy. Oh, and 2 Andres Jimenez. So it's like the same packs. Crazy. All right, Dane Dunning, Dylan Carlson, Christian Pache, Brady Singer. These will all get sleeved and top loaded, don't worry. Eugenio Suarez, Whit Merrifield, and Luis Arias. We got Tatis. Oh boy, lots of duplicate. Luis Arias again, and another Tatis is ridiculous. And a Razzie Arena. Another Shohei, at least that's another one you want of. And then a Jose Altuve. Crazy. Lots of duplicates already. That's ridiculous. The old Topps quality control. All right, let's get some good stuff. Let's get the mega box goodies. We had a show at the last card shop. I went shopping. That was kind of fun, just to kind of not have to stress about all the work. But I always spend a lot more if I'm not if I'm not actually got a table though. The one before I had a table and I didn't spend hardly anything because actually I had people at my table. It was kind of cool. All right, Logan Gilbert. That's a nice one for the Mariners. Not a rookie. I think it's a second year. Yeah, nice looking card. Robert Hassel for the Marlins and Padres. Hedber Perez for the Brewers on a Dawn of Glory. Hendrick for the Reds, and a Wilmer Diaz on a first Bowman for the Dodgers, and Chris Lacroix. And Mega Box West. I don't know much about him, how he's doing. Wilmer Diaz. Hendrick, excuse me. It's your thing. Do what you want to do. So that's still his minor league stats. This is almost like a rookie card. Not quite, but it's definitely early in Logan Gilbert's career. So that's a nice little Mariners card for Andrew. Going to be a solid pitcher for sure. Cheerwine Festival. So is it as good as it sounds, Tyler? I'm gonna have to look. I'll look it up tonight after we're done, because it sounds pretty sweet. Hedberg Perez and a Dawn of Glory parallel. Oh man, remember when we thought these cards were gonna be awesome? Oh boy, Wander Franco for the Rays, and Kevin Austin Martin, Gabriel Arias, Misael Urbina on a first Bowman, and Ed Howard for the Cubbies. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, Cheerwine. Yeah. I have seen bottles of that. Yes, okay. It's all over in the South. I do remember that now because they I remember we were like at some restaurant and they had Cheerwine on like as an option instead of Coke or Dr. Pepper or something. Yes, now it sounds familiar. Okay, I was thinking it actually had wine. I was kind of getting more excited for you, but. Twinnies getting a first, Andrew. And Howard for the Cubbies. Austin Powers for the Blue Jays. And Arias for the Guardians. Might have still been the Indians then. Yep, still the Indians. Crazy how time flies. Okay, so nothing huge out of there, unfortunately. A couple of first Bowmans, but nothing that jumped out at us. So let's hope it continues together. We did so good. Oh, that sounds awesome. You had me at donuts, and then you throw in beer and barbecue. Oh, boy. I'm going to get myself in trouble with that one. That sounds awesome, Tyler. Well, that sounds like a good time. I assume family-friendly, then, if it's got all that type of stuff going on. Because I know you spend a lot of time with the kiddos, so, well, when you can, anyway, like the rest of us. Okay, 2022 update. Box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 packs. Oh my goodness. Is it close enough that you can walk so you don't get stuck in traffic? Or do you put like parking in front of your house and make like an extra couple grand for the weekend? Trolley, there you go. Okay. See something purple out of this one. Nice. Where you live sounds like such a cool area. I'm hoping to get that way one of these days. I still want to come during football season. Come watch a Catawba game. Tell my son about that. And I'd like to do it before he gets too much older, and he still will have fun with me. So I'm actually going and doing that sometime with Bronx, and my wife is like, "Well, and me," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, of course." So I'm like, "Oops, get myself in trouble." I've only been to the bottom tip. We went to our friends. I think I've said before, live in South Carolina. Just moved to Conway 3 years ago, so we went to see them, and I love that area. And we went to Wilmington, or just south of Wilmington. Went to one of the lighthouses out there. So just looked beautiful. Everything I saw was beautiful. I like South Carolina too. But I hear that South Carolina is like the North Idaho to North Carolina, like a little more backwards in comparison. Sorry, I'm getting dominated by this pack. And I love North Idaho. I'm just saying, like people kind of make fun of it because it's a little more. North Idaho is not as bad as like Southern Idaho, where they film all the Napoleon Dynamite stuff. That's hilarious. So even the newest Minecraft has a little bit of that Napoleon Dynamite feel to it. Okay, here we go. All right, we got Stephen Kwan, Topps Chrome rookie. Very solid rookie. Rowdy Tellez. Ortiz on a diamonds, not die cut. A nice card though. Big Poppy for the Red Sox. Rene Pinto on a blue rookie. I want to say purple, but I think it's blue. Marcus Stroman. Javi Baez. That's why you still like the Reds, right? You can't help it. The Rays, little purple Rene Pinto. Kevin Pringle picking up this bad boy. Purple rookie, Big Poppy, going out to the Red Sox and Chris Lacroix. And a Quan for the Guardians and Jimmy O'Hara. Urias up there also. A couple of Guardian cards coming out so far. Oh, will you? That's cool. Hell, he makes you a Reds fan again. Oh, I've been to Ohio. We went to the NFL Hall of Fame, and that was about it. Just drove through real quick. Oh, that's awesome, Greg. Man, you do the coolest stuff. I'm gonna be Greg when I grow up. That's awesome. You're probably just a lot better with your money than I am. Owen Miller. Richie Palacios on a purple red card. Nice card for the Guardians also. Another Gabriel Arias rookie card. Edward Cabrera on a debut for Miami. Seiya Suzuki on a now generation for the Cubbies. We got a purple Paredes for the Rays. Diego Castillo. And a Josh Lowe on a debut for the Rays also. So a lot of Rays and Guardians coming out. When I was 5 years old, we drove through Indiana, and my dad wanted to go to the Indy 500. So we went to the building when that was about it. So, yeah, that definitely does help. I think back now before we had kids, and I mean, my wife and I went to Europe twice. We went to South America once. Went to Mexico a half dozen times. So all before we had kids. So we waited 14 years before having children. So I guess when I think about it that way, it makes sense why you have a little more money. Don't get me wrong, I love having kids. Just they do cost a little bit. All right, we got Trevor Story. Julio on a purple debut. Nice card for the Seattle Mariners. Nice one there. I love that purple debut. Usei Kikuchi. That's always fun to say, too. Chase Silseth. Byron Buxton. Luke Voigt on a purple. Gary Dirty Sanchez for the Twins. Eric Fetty. George Kirby on a debut also. And then a Jose Azucar for the Padres on a purple rookie. That's a gorgeous purple Julio. There was a time when that had some real value just because he was playing lights out a couple years back. He's leveled off a little bit. Still a very good player, obviously, but all the Ken Griffey Jr. comparisons kind of, I don't want to say look silly, but they look a little sillier now. We'll see. He's still young. I mean, I'm rooting for him to become Ken Griffey, but there was some crazy hype like 2 years ago. All right, Roughneck Oder. It's probably like, it's an O or a D. It's still hard to say. I don't know. Tyler Naquin, Tony Gwynn. Gorgeous card for the Padres. Love me some Gwynn. Noah Syndergaard on a purple. Nick Lodolo rookie. Jacob Stallings, Jose Miranda, and a Vidal Brujan on a purple debut. Nice one there for the Rays. Haven't pulled any Rockies or anything for you so far, Kevin, but a lot of Rays coming out. Some decent ones, too. Yeah, my second favorite player of all time, Tony Gwynn. Him and Ripken are my two favorites. So that tells you my age right there. Wicked old. Okay, finish up the stack here. We got Austin Meadows, Jose Trevino, Royce Lewis on a Now Generation, nice pitcher. Jordan Luplow for the D-backs, Freddie Freeman, Jock Peterson, Sia Suzuki, nice rookie card, and a Simon Muzziotti for the Phillies. Okay. I figured that, but you still could get a nice purple rookie or something like that. And that's what I figured. Most people are chasing the 25, but these older products still has a chance of pulling some cool stuff for somebody. So that's the hope anyway. Muzziotti. The couple coming out for the Twinnies so far for Andrew. We'll see you for the Cubbies. And Luplow. Well, that might be the case, Kevin, but so far the Rays have had a couple nice purple rooks. We'll just have to see if anybody turns out to be good. A little bit of stuff right there. There we go. Get that out of there. Okay. Let's continue our travel through time. We're back up to 2023. This is where the O's could come in handy for Greg if we get a good rookie here. We got the 2 Chrome Mega Packs. My goodness. Empty box. We got the 2 Mega Packs. And then the 4. They're down to 4 now this year? Yeah, 4 packs. Crazy. One of them looks a little thicker. We'll see. We can hope. I was going to say, Adley or Gunner both coming out possibly here. So, yeah. Especially if you get a nice color or a parallel of one of them, that'd be sweet. I actually have a worker upstairs working right now. Contractors here putting in tile backsplash because our project's running so far behind, we have to be out of our rental by next week, by the middle of next week. So, which I appreciate his hard work coming in and spending extra time to get things caught up. We had some issues with one of the electricians and then the plumber, so I was like, yikes. All right, Ivan Herrera, Corey Seager, Brandon Crawford, JD Martinez, Salvador Perez, Drew Gilbert, Jonathan Mejia, Kenny Gomez on a first, Nelson Rada on a first Bowman Chrome, and a Brian Acuna on a Chrome. Nelson Rada, first Bowman Chrome. To Aaron. All right, Matt Olson, Livian Soto, Brett Beatty, Giancarlo Stanton, Yover Figueroa, Jorge Ruiz in a first. That'll get top loaded along with Nico Pauca Grego, Simon Juan, Drew Jones on our first Bowman. Nice one for the Diamondbacks. And Christian Vaquero. So nice chrome. Drew Jones first Bowman for the D-backs. And Tyler Haynes. It's a solid rookie. Jazz Chisholm, Freddie Freeman, Riley Greenrook, Jose Ramirez, Joey Votto, Justin Crawford on a first, Edverson Ortega, rookie, not rookie, but yeah. Yoangel Aponte, Cheerio, nice on a chrome, and Alex Ramirez on a chrome. So cheerio. One to Struble. All right, Aaron Judge, Jordan Diaz, Juan Soto, Arenado, Gabriel Moreno, Brooks Lee. That's funny. It's not even his first Bowman, and he's just got rookie cards coming in now. Crazy. Miguel Bleis, Yordani De Los Santos, Josh Baez, and a Jackson Holiday. A chrome card. This is only our base. The rest is all rookies or minor league players, so they'll all get sleeved. Okay, let's see if the Mega Box supplies some fire. Once again, the main packs don't do much for us. All right, Xander Bogaerts for San Diego. Garrett Mitchell, rookie for the Brewers. There we go, D-backs. Corbin Carroll, nice Mega Box exclusive. That's a sweet-looking card for the D-backs. And Tyler. Nerwillian Cedeno on a first, and a Julio Rodriguez chrome. So Padres getting a little love. Definitely the Diamondbacks going out to Tyler. Nice looking card there on the Corbin Carroll. Garrett Mitchell for the Brewers and Scotty. More Padres love. And then another Julio. Going out to Andrew. And Corbin Carroll was Rookie of the Year, I believe, was he not? That particular year. I don't know about Mitchell, how good he is. I'll put him up there with Hedberg for now. Okay, let's see what the other pack brings us. The awesome Ganada. Find out in a second. All right, for the Cubbies, we got Christopher Morel, nice rookie. Michael Harris for the Braves. We got something pretty coming. Brock Jones, numbered 88 of 150. And then we got Aaron Judge, nice for the Yankees. And Alvarez, that's a good rookie for the Mets. Mets and Joe Desky. But look at this number. That's our first official numbered card going out to Kevin Pringle. So give me 2 numbers, Kevin, for a prize. Once again, the Rays are helping carry the break for you. That worked out good. So if you're here still, Kevin, give me 2 numbers between 1 and 36, please. Nice Morel for Jeremiah. Braves, we're Jimmy O'Hara, pick up Michael Harris. Second. 5 and 9. All right, and then Aaron Judge coming out for Tyler. Nice looking card on the Mega Box exclusive. That's a beaut. Cubbies. 5 and 9 already. Or we could sing it the other way and go, working 9 to 5. I got told last time how bad my singing is. So I probably should stop, but I can't. Can't stop, won't stop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Oh boy. I think this is going to be an easy choice for you. But I got to show you both either way, just in case. Maybe you hate this team and don't want the card no matter what. All right, we got an O'Neal Cruz, Stars of Major League Baseball. Nothing too crazy there. Nice little card, solid player. Or a number to 399 Garrett Cole Bowman card. So, solid player or the Hall of Fame pitcher. Your choice, Kevin. Garrett Cole to 399 or an O'Neal Cruz. I kind of figured that's the way you were going to go. It is a pretty card. Yeah, it's one of the nicer ones in the price box. I'll freely admit. It's pitchers are today. I feel like that's going to be I think he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Okay. Well, here we are, Alan and Ginter already. Once again, if you want any of the cards that aren't baseball, only one I would random is if we happen to get a Jaden Daniels, just because there's a little more value with that. My son just sold some stuff on eBay. He's all excited. Okay. Empty box. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Oh. Whoa, we have to 7 people. Is somebody else coming in late? If you did come in late and you didn't give me a guess for an auto, please do so. Everybody have a chance. We still haven't gotten an auto yet. So. They're so flimsy. All right, here we go. We got Yamamoto, first rookie out for the Dodgers. Nice one there for Chris. Who's got the second? Victor's got the second rookie. Ooh, whoa, that is cool looking. Eddie Murray. I don't know what that's called. That is beautiful. Oh, it's some sort of parallel. That's a cool looking card. Excuse me. I don't know if that's coming through on the camera well enough, but it's got some sweet looking sparkles on the side. Nice card for Greg Reese. We got the Yamamoto for the Dodgers. And Chris. Okay, now we'll continue on. Kent Herbeck. All right, Flags of the World. United States flag. Ooh, if anybody wants this, call it out now. Is that what it's called? I don't know what that's. I've never seen it anything like this. I'm trying to get it so it doesn't have too much of a glare. Yes, sir, Tyler. Probably should have ran this one. Everybody's going to want this one. Sorry. But I didn't say it in time, so. Where is my small sleeves at? Okay, I'll have to put that to the side. I do have a small sleeve for that one, Tyler. Silver metallic. Thank you, Kevin. Cool looking card, though. And if anybody wants Mr. Bean the dog, lots of dog ones come out, so. America. Then we got Priester on a rookie. Beretta on a rookie. Nice. Snyder. Paul Molitor as a Blue Jay. Whoa, weird. We got Jordan Lawler on a mini. That's a nice card also for the Diamondbacks. That's a nice one. Jordan Lawler. So the D-backs carrying Tyler more than the Yankees this time. All right, this one we got Manila and Dubai, sister cities. If anybody wants Manila and Dubai, say so. Otherwise, it's going to get randomed. We got a Soderstrom rookie, Kirby Puckett. This dude, Tim Robinson, comedian. Okay. He looks. Oh yeah, he was in SNL. I can't remember him now. Oh, the molar is the Molitor or the molar. Let me look. Now I'm confused. Molar. Is it this one? I think are you saying Molitor or something else? I apologize. I haven't seen a molar. Oh, the mini white border on the Lawler. Okay, cool. Oh, so that's a nice card then. And he's a solid player too. All right, well, cool. Well, I'll definitely get the sleeve and top loaded that. Thank you, Kevin. I did not know that. I was thinking the Molitor, so. I know there's so many variations in Allen and Ginter. It's hard to keep up with them, so thank you. I appreciate your help. All right, we got Polanco. We got a mini on Bagwell. Okay, now I see the difference. Cool. A mini Bagwell. This one's a nice looking pup. Truant. Davis, rookie card. Henry Davis. That's he's the first overall pick a couple years back, I believe. And then Kyron Paris for the Angels. Then we got Rollins. This dude, Murphy. Ryan Murphy, swimming champ. Anybody want Ryan Murphy? Ciccone for the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks coming through again on a mini. It's all Diamondbacks today. Something to do with the backs are different too, right? Makes them another parallel, I believe. Then we got the Yellow Jacket. I just want to squish this sucker just looking at it. I hate Yellow Jackets. Adams, Jordan Adams for the Angels. George Brett. Usain Bolt. Anybody want Bolt? Bolt's a cool one. And Larry Walker. Going out to the Brewers, Jackson Cherio Black Parallel Mini. Man, I got to find my mini sleeves. The Brooklyn back is the SP. Okay, I was thinking that was a short print. Or when it shows the Brooklyn back. Okay. Okay, we're going to take 10 seconds to see if I can find the mini sleeves. There they are. Okay. Nope, not it. There they are. Yep. Okay. Aaron wants the Bolt. Okay. This one is too sweet not to get top loaded right away. That's a cool little card. I don't have many top loaders. Those are like so hard to find. But that is a sweet, sweet card. Congratulations, Struble. All right, let's continue on. Oh, let me get Bolt set aside for Aaron. Okay, we got Sister Cities, Indianapolis, and Cologne. Kirby, Goodman for the Rockies, and Albies for the Braves. And our Chrome is a Garrett Cole for the Yankees. Nice looking card. Nice one there. Garrett Cole and Chrome. Out to Tyler. And then the next mini is a Brown on a Wallner. Matt Wallner going out to the Minnesota Twins. More 20s for Andrew. This is a weird one. Looks like a wolf or something. The Oregon Zoo, the black bear. That's kind of cool. We got Adley, Gorman, Fine Sand, Baseball Reporter. Covered the Yankees. So let's go out to the Yankees. And Adams, Willie Adams. Okay, next mini. Oh, that's a fun mini. The hot dog. Hot dog. Diggity dog, diggity do. What you do to me? Okay, then we got Sage. Okay, Greg's going hot dog. Can't resist the hot dog. This would be a good one to go get Joey Chestnut to sign for you, Greg. That'd be sick. Oh, that's awesome. All right, Alcantara, Tucker, Guilford. Zach Guilford. Is that the guy from Friday Night Lights? Yeah, okay. Zach Guilford. Well, he's once Taylor Swift's love interest. Interesting. Ooh, Priester on a Chrome rookie. And we got a mini Pereira rookie for the Yankees. And we finish off with Josh, the dog. So a couple sweet minis coming out for sure. Pereira and Churio. It's a nice Pereira for Mr. Haynes. Anybody watching later, anything that didn't get claimed you'd like, please message me and let me know. Any of the dogs or the sister cities or anything like that, let me know. I know some people are trying to complete the set, so all these rookies will get sleeved, most top loaded. Okay, the time has come. Let me get a drink of water. Open another top load pack. I'm going to dig into this hobby. We'll do a prize for the first, or for the auto. And we'll do also a prize for the last card in the last pack. So, just passing midnight on the East Coast, and it's getting late. You need to go, I understand. Oh, yeah, Charlie Condon's on the front up there with James Wood. Must be a big deal. All right, 24 packs of 8 cards. We got a crap load of cards. stretch my legs for just 1 second. Good Lordy Almighty. Okay. This is the back corner, so that's going to be our last stack. Box is empty, sorry. Cardboard at the bottom. So I'm going to do 2 stacks. I was hoping to add a retail blaster to this today, but when I swung by the store after work, they were all gone, so I cleaned them out. Probably like what I used to do when I was off work. I guess I can't complain, so. Thanks you guys again for filling this so quickly. Kind of caught me off guard. Pretty sweet. And like I said, it worked out that we weren't able to go to the hockey game tonight. So then I told my wife, I'm like, well, in that case, I'm going to go do the break. So I never know what the rest of the weekend's going to bring. So we have to move my mom from assisted living to a different assisted living so she can get better care or more closer care. And then we have to move ourselves out of our rental back home this week. So we got a lot going on the next 5 days. So I was glad to make this work for tonight. Otherwise, I was thinking it was going to be a late night tomorrow. Tonight's late, but it's not insane late. So most of the time, I don't even start until 10 p.m. here, which is what 1 in the morning there. So we'll be all done by then. Whew. That's a lot of packs. I'm sure a lot of you are big baseball fans. You probably watched a lot of these get opened or the jumbos. I've reached out to a couple people to find out like what their thoughts were and stuff. So it seemed like the Dodgers and the Yankees got their share of hits and case hits. So that's the way I did it that way. Oh, we got some sparkles coming up right away. Nice. Okay, Marcos Torres is a first Bowman. Naibel Mariano on a first Bowman. Willie Contreras. Adel Amador. Greatness looming on the Bryce Rainier for the Tigers. Nice card there for the Tigers. Then we got Chase Burns on a checkerboard for the Reds. Chase Mobley on a first Bowman for the Guardians. And then Christian Campbell on a prospect card. Nick Kuritz on a prospect. Kyle DeBarge on a first Bowman. And then Kyle Tucker. And all this first will get top loaded. I just do the chromes while we're live. The Guardians pick up a little Mobley. Chase Burns on the checkerboard for the Reds and Tyler. I was going to say, I think he's pretty new too. Yeah. Second overall pick for the Reds. That's pretty sweet. No problem, Scotty. I'm glad you made it. We haven't gotten our auto yet if you want to give me a guess. Glad you could pop even for a little bit, Drewby. Your best card so far is this little mini. I thought was pretty sweet. A black border parallel rookie mini for a Churio for the Brewers. So pretty sick. I like this checkerboard Burns on the prospect card. Not his first Bowman, but nice card. All right. Let's continue on. We got Altuve. Whoa, there's our auto out of nowhere. I think it's too late unless you had already typed it. Sorry, Scotty. Johnny Level. I doubt you were going to type that one in anyway. Johnny Level. Going out to the Giants and Scotty Struble. Look at that. Show up and get a prize. So give me 2 numbers, my friend. Dribble showing up and getting a prize. Oh, that's awesome, Christine. All right, Scotty, thank you. I'm going to finish this stack, Struble, and then I'll get your prize. Thank you. Sorry, I had a message. It was kind of semi-urgent. I apologize. All right, Aiden Smith on a chrome. Elvin Garcia on a first chrome. Bowman chrome for the Orioles. Excuse me. Can't even speak. That's a huge hit, though. Bazana. John Geyer Ugarte for the Royals. Carson Benj on the prospects. Jesus Maid on a first Bowman. Ketel Marte. Vlad Guerrero. Andrew Painter for the Phillies, number 19. Kadeem Diao on a first Bowman, and Quinn Matthews on a first Bowman, and Dylan Fine. Lots of firsts. It'll take a few more seconds to do this box just because we're going to top load a lot of stuff. Orioles. I'm just top loaded mostly the first Bowmans to kind of save on time. And Chrome, I mean. A bit more Twins action. Okay. Malcolm Moore on a first. Luis Pena. Spencer Schwellenbach on a rookie. Willie Adams. Dylan Cruz, Rookie of the Year favorites, die cut. That is sick for the Nationals and Joe. That's a beaut. Gotta love that. Santiago Suarez for the Rays and McAdoo for the Blue Jays. We got Zach Showalter on a first Bowman. Lazaro Montes prospect. Jose Pirela first Bowman. Corey Seager. Trout's Catch of the Day cards. That's cool. And then Max Clark VIP prospect and a Jonah Tong first Bowman. So sorry. I just got my phone is freaking blowing up. So apologies. I'm just gonna start putting on freaking airplane mode, not answer people. Just 1 second. We'll be right back. You can see the cards are right there. I have to talk with this guy real quick. Oh yeah, next Saturday. I forgot. I don't. All right. My apologies. Like I said, we have a worker here, so contractor. So I had to talk to him briefly. I'm back. I apologize. So I hate doing that in the middle of a break, especially with open cards. Okay. All right. No more answering phones. No more texting. No more talking. Let's get to it. All right. Didier Fuentes on a first Bowman. Jacob Bresnahan. Colt Emerson on a prospect. Peyton Eales on a first Bowman. Willie Smith. Juan Soto as a Met. Nick York Rook. Caden Kendall on a first. And we got a numbered Ricardo Yan for the Diamondbacks. 32 out of 250. Once again, the Diamondbacks coming through for Tyler. And then Wen Hui Pan on a first. Ismael Javier. Hung Chun David Festerook. Adrian Del Castillo. And a Chase Burns VIP prospect for the Reds. Once again, any of these regular ones that you want top loaded right away, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to wait and sleeve them now and top load them later. So, a nice numbered card for the D-backs and Tyler. Caden Kendall for the Twinnies. More Twins love for Andrew. And Fuentes. Yeah, Diamondbacks have had a solid break. Oh my. You know what? I'm going to, yeah, we'll just finish up. Okay. All right. Luis Mergeo on the Sparkles, not number, but beautiful parallel. Going out to the Guardians again on a first. Steven Echevarria on a first for the A's. Carlos Tavares. Joe Caglione on a prospect. Sammy Staffura on a first Bowman. Roki Sasaki Rook. David Festa on a Chrome. Woods World of War. Excuse me, Wax, not War. World of Wax, my bad. For the Nationals, nice card there for Giuseppe. Esmith Beneda for the Reds on a first. And then Charlie Condon on a first Bowman and Caleb Lomavita. So for the Rockies, there we go. First one. Not a parallel yet, but that's a nice start. At least we got one. Got one for you. Echevarria for the A's. Marvejo on the first. The Guardians. And Esmith Pineda on the first for the Reds. Got every other card in this gets top loaded, it feels like. Wakanda, nice. Wakanda. Got the Nationals for Joe. Nice sparkle card for the Guardians and Jeremiah. We're almost to Strubal's prize. Bryce Rainier on a prospect. Yeremy Cabrera on a first. Jacob Wilson rookie card. Nice. Junior Caminero. 44 on the Lazaro Montes for the Mariners. Tink Hentz on a prospect card. Dylan Fine on a first Bowman. Walker Yannick. Max Clark prospect. Joe Nixon Garcia first. And a Ronald Acuna. Montes. The Mariners. All right, Connor Norby Rook. Another die cut. This time it's going out to Brett Lauder for the Reds and Tyler Haynes. Nice card there. And then we got a Marcos Torres on a first Bowman and a Victor Rodriguez for the Dodgers. Conrad Cason, Robert Calas on a prospects. Aaron Estrada on a first. Kevin Alcantara, Pete Alonso. Thomas Sagis on a Greatness Cooking for the Cardinals. And then we got Sebastian Walcott on a Chrome. Sorry, it's a little less exciting, guys. I apologize. Nice die cut, though, going out to Tyler. It's getting later, so I'm sure I'm going to start losing some of you right now. It's already 12:40 East Coast. Once again, sorry for the slowdown there for a minute. You're still here, Tyler. All right. Well, I know it's probably not who you're chasing, but that's a nice card, though, in the Rhett Lauder die cut. That's a cool-looking card for your Redsies. All right, Connor Griffin on a Chrome. O'Neill Perez on a first. Cobb Hightower. Kadeem Diao. Drew Thorpe rookie. Zach Wheeler. Willie Adams to 50 for the Giants. More Giants love. Going out to Scott Struble. And then Luis Pena on a first Bowman. And then another number. This time it's the Royals and Jamie O'Hara getting a Jacques Caglianone on a to 350. It's really hard to see with the angle. Sorry about that. And J.J. Weatherholt. Willie Adams is good? Or, Rhett Lauder. Sorry. Yes, the guy we were talking about. Sorry. It's Pena. And Caglione for the Royals. Nice one there for Jamie. The Jack's a big-ish. Okay. It's not his first Bowman, but it's nice to have the numbered on there. I feel like that's a pretty cool card. More than a few pennies is what you're saying. The Adams is to 50. Unfortunately, it's not on a Chrome card or a rookie. That's the base cards that aren't prospects or rookies. It's crazy. Okay, so we got 12 and 23. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, Struble, you still here? I finally got your choices for you if you want them. It's been a while. Struble, your choices are a Wilson Contreras mini card for the Cardinals, or an old school on-card auto from Bobby Witt, senior that is. So let me know which one of those you'd like, Scotty, if you're still awake. If you're not awake, text me in the morning. Witt, okay. Bobby Witt senior. That's how you know you're old. Is remember the Bobby Witt rookie cards or second-year cards coming out. I should say getting old, right? Okay, we're going to open the rest of them except for the last pack for our last card. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. It's been a good first half. I mean, we got 3 numbered cards plus the auto. We got a sparkly, a couple others. Got 2 die cuts so far, so I think it's been a good box so far. Obviously, the auto is not maybe as big a name as we were hoping for, but you can always hope they made a mistake and put a second auto in. That's what I always hope for. Not likely, but you never know. Well, that'd be sweet. The anime or the case hits, aren't they? Isn't that what we're really hoping for? Okay. All right. Esteban Gonzalez, Jack Penny, Yuri Perez, Cole Reagans, Kumar Rocker, Chase Burns, Nibel Mariano on a first, Mitch Jebb, Cade Horton prospect, Kevin Castillo on a first, Dylan Cruz, Freddie Freeman, Christian Moore on a VIP, and Kevin Castillo on some sort of parallel. Not numbered. I cannot tell. It looks almost like snakeskin, kind of. If you guys can tell what that is, what the parallel is. It's a backstop. Oh, okay. Thank you, Aaron. I wouldn't have guessed that's what it was called. I guess that makes sense. It's just brown, so it threw me off. So nice one for the Angels, and then a Christian Moore for the Angels, also VIP card. The Reds, Mariano, and then a Dylan Cruz. So once we get moved back home, we should be able to do a few more breaks closer to this time frame. All right, Travis Bazana on a prospect card chrome. Nice. Leo DeVries on a prospect. Walcott. Lopez on a first Bowman. Wyatt Langford. Caden Dana on a rookie. Rockstar Jacob Wilson. There we go. Nice looking card for the A's. Braylon Payne back-to-back. Yep. Jesus Made and Braylon Payne on a chrome. But Jesus Made, or Made most likely, a first Bowman for the Brewers. Aaron Arun Escobar. Cam Smith. Esmith Beneda. Mason Wynn. Chris Sale. So Jesus May, that's the Brewers on a first. And then for Greg, a nice rock star, Jacob Wilson. You're gonna be a rock star. That's what you were. Is this what you were chasing, Scotty? So the other stuff's just extras. We got Josue de Paula on a 21, nice. Luis Pena on a first. Yoferri Rodriguez on a first. Pablo Guerrero. Braden Montgomery, a prospect. Josue Buqueno. Bryce Harper. Tatis. And Robert. Picking up all these other first Bowmans to go with it, though. De Paulo for the Dodgers. I haven't said the Dodgers a bunch for Chris, unfortunately, but got a couple decent cards. All right, we got Naibel Moreno on a first for the Reds, Bryce Rayner on a chrome, Santos, Echevarria, Walker Jenkins, Jose Ramirez, Tyler Locklear, Agustin Ramirez, number 70 for the Marlins, and Pablo Guerrero on a chrome. So the Marlins and Jamie picking that one up, and then the Reds and Tyler picking this guy. I love those top 100 prospects. I think they're cool cards. All right, Humberto Cruz for the Padres, Fernando Cruz, Josh Noth, Aiden Smith, Ben Rice Rook, Jordan Alvarez, Paul Skeens, Ismael Javier on a first Bowman, PJ Morlando, and then we have a green Chase Hampton for the Yankees to $3.99 for Tyler Haynes. Nice numbered card for the Yankees. Chase Hampton in the first Bowman to $3.99. Beautiful card for Tyler. Tyler's doing pretty solid on the Yankees and the D-backs. One more pack of top loaders. Thought a Hunsky was enough, but no, it wasn't. Flying through them here. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty. Here we go. Suarez on first. Humberto Cruz. Tomoyuki Sugano. Brooks Lee. Charlie Condon. Greatness loading. Nice card. And then we got another backstop. This time it is Esteban Mejia for the Rangers and Joe Desky. Followed by a Blake Walters first Bowman. Quinn Matthews. Caden Kendall. Jonah Tong. James Wood. And Shea Whitcomb. So a second Condon coming out for the Rockies. Seems to be a solid switch so far. No big Orioles rookies came out, so I think you did a good on your trade, Mr. Pringle. Is Blake Walters a good pitcher? I feel like I've heard that name a bunch too, but maybe it was when he was drafted. Second round pick. Okay, we're getting close. Here we go. Rhett Lauder on a rock star for the Reds. Esteban Mejia. Cole Fontenelle. And Jesus Lopez. So another one for the Reds, picking up the Rhett Lauder on the rock star. Hey, I'm going to be a rock star. Not a big fan of Oh gosh, my brain just went blank. Nickelback. But that song definitely will get in your head. All right, we got Didier Fuentes, Emilien Pitre, Marcus Simeon, Rhett Lauder again, Cam Smith on a top 100, number 56, Leo DeVries on a chrome. Let's just finish up this stack here. Romeo Sanabria on a first Bowman, Franner Montilla, Painter on a prospect, McAdoo, Trey Turner, Young-Hoo Lee, Kristen Waldrep, Thomas White on a first, Aaron Estrada on a first, and we finish with a Cameron Sullivan. Well, not finish. We got one pack left. And then we will recap. But the last card will be our last prize. Let's see who it is. If we're rolling the dice or somebody's here live. For the Rastros. Padres on the Santa Maria. Overall, I think a pretty good box. We've got a decent amount of numbered cards. A couple nice parallels. We got the bonus patch early on, which was nice. Makes the break a little better when we get some bonuses mixed in. Okay. Here we go. Last pack, last prize. Here we go. All right, Alejandro Soriano first. Anderson Brito. Trukensky Noel, Nolan Arenado. We got Emil Morales for the Dodgers, number 36. Nice. Kyle DeBarge for the Twins. D'Angelo Ortiz for the Red Sox. And last card is a Hagen Smith for the White Sox. And the White Sox is Christine Malin getting our last prize. I'm not sure if you're still here, Christine. If you are, if you'd like to give me 2 numbers, please, for our last prize. While you're doing that, I'm going to get these sleeved up and then get ready for our recap. Ortiz, familiar last name in Boston anyway. Big Poppy's kiddo. It's going to be a lot of to live up to. I don't know if Aaron or Christine, either one of you are here. If you can give me 2 numbers. If not, then we'll roll the dice. Max and Mets. Is this one Twins? Yep. 4 and 30. There we are. Awesome. Thank you. Number 4. Number 30. So we got a Pete Alonso All-Star Game rookie card. I don't know if it's not like a true rookie, but kind of a cool card. Or a big league baseball pack, Christine. Those are your choices today. Pete Alonso, it says rookie card. It's not like it's true rookie. Kind of cool, though. Pretty early on. Okay. Give you something to rip, at least. It's always fun. You never know what you can get out of here. Okay. Just give me just a minute for the recap. Just put the Mets back up there so I can keep track. Tell me his Grumbley did not eat yet dinner tonight. So, if you guys take it off before the recap, I don't blame you. It's going to take me a minute to get to that point, so my apologies. There's a little Yankee stack. Dodgers. There's Dodgers, okay. Might just have to go for it because I want to take all night, so. Almost done, actually. It's going quicker than I thought. So thank you for your patience. There we go. Nice. Got that. Got that. Have a red stack. There we go. Dodgers. Mariners. There's Phillies. Okay. Orioles. Cubs. There's the Condon. Okay, I was looking for him. Okay. I think that's going to have to do it. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay. I love it. I love it, Christine. But I get them all. Thank you guys again for being live when you can. I appreciate it. Come on. I'll go there. That's good. Okay. That's pretty good. Okay. Whew. You guys are brave to stay this long. Pirates, rough break for Giuseppe. Sorry, man. We got a Priester, Chrome rookie. That's about it for the Pirates. I mean, there's lots of other rookies, but yeah, that's about it. Didier Fuentes on a first Bowman and a sparkly Michael Harris rook. Had a Mega Box exclusive. Big Poppy's kid for the Red Sox. Cam Smith on a number 56 going out to the Astros. We got Thomas White on a first Bowman, PJ Morlando first Bowman, and a Austin Ramirez number 70 for the Marlins. And Jamie O'Hara. Christian Moore on a VIP rookies and a Kevin Castillo backstop first Bowman. Going out to the Angels and Aaron Malin. Marcos Torres on a first Bowman for the Texas, along with Esteban Mejia on a first, and Esteban Mejia backstop going out to the Rangers. Joe Desky. Andrew Painter on number 19 going out to the Phillies, along with a Simon Musioto purple parallel going out to Greg. Sia Suzuki on a now generation Sia Suzuki rookie debut. Christopher Merrill on a Mega Box exclusive, along with an Ed Howard Mega Box exclusive going out to the Cubbies. Jeremiah. Austin Martin on a Mega Box, along with a McAdoo first. Stephen Echevarria on a first. Dylan Fine first, and a Rockstar Jacob Wilson going out to the A's and Greg. Suarez on a first. Rene Pinto on a purple. Brujan on a purple debut. And a Brock Jones blue first Bowman going out to the Rays and Kevin Pringle. Bryce Rainier on a looking greatness looming for the Tigers, along with a Max Clark VIP going out to the Tigers and Christine. Greatness loading on a Thomas Sagis for the Cardinals, and a Quinn Matthews first Bowman for the Cardinals also. Aaron Estrada on a first Bowman, Alvin Garcia on a first Bowman, and a Silver Sparkles on the Eddie Murray going to the Orioles and Greg Reese. Greatness looming on a Condon and a Charlie Condon first Bowman Chrome going out to Kevin on the Rockies. Victor Rodriguez first Bowman, number 21 DePaulo, Vilmer Diaz in a first Bowman Mega Box, Alan Ginter Yamamoto rookie, and an Isai Morales, Morales, number 36, going out to the Dodgers and Chris Lacroix. Blake Walters on a first, and Jacques Gaglione to 350 going out to the Royals and Jamie O'Hara. For them, Twinnies, Caden Kendall, Kadeem Diao, now generation Royce Lewis, Urbine on a first Bowman, Mega Box exclusive, and then Kyle DeBarge on a first Bowman going out to the Twinsies. And thank you, Christine. You also have a good night. Thanks, you guys. Appreciate you. All right, we got Pereira on a mini for the Yankees, Aaron Judge on a Mega Box exclusive, and a Chase Hampton to $3.99 going to the Yanks, and Tyler Haynes. We got Jonah Tong on a first Bowman, Ed Diaz on a purple, and a Alvarez rookie Mega Box exclusive. Hope you guys all have a good night as you're leaving too. Appreciate you. All right, for the Brewers and Mr. Struble, we got a Jackson Churio on a Chrome, Luis Pena on a first Bowman Chrome, Rodriguez first Bowman, Jesus Made on a first Bowman, and another Pena on a first Bowman. We got a mini Churio, a black parallel, and a Garrett Mitchell Bowman exclusive, along with a Hedberg Perez Bowman Chrome. Mega Box exclusive. We got Luis Morejo on a first Bowman Sparkles. Nice one there for the Guardians, along with a Chase Mobley and a Gabriel Arias, Richie Palacios purple, and a Gabriel Arias Mega Box, along with a Quan base rookie, all going out to the Guardians and Mr. Jamie O'Hara. All right, for them there, Angels and Aaron Malin, we got a Cole Fontenelle on a first, Mike Trout's Catcher of the Day cards, Nelson Rod on a first Bowman, and a Nolan Shanuel patch to 99. Nice card there going out to Aaron Malin. For the Mariners and Andrew, Logan Gilbert on a first, not a first Bowman, but a second year Sparkle card. Number 44, Montez rookie prospect card. Julio on a Mega Box exclusive, then a Julio purple debut. Beautiful card, Topps Chrome. Nice, like that one. All right, the D-backs, and Tyler Haynes, Drew Jones, first Bowman, Chrome. Ricardo Yon to 250 on a purple. Corbin Carroll on a Mega Box exclusive rookie card. Also, and then for the Nationals and Giuseppe, Dylan Cruz on a die cut. Woods World of Wax. So a couple nice ones there. That die cut is gorgeous. Going to the Padres and Aaron, we got Humberto Cruz on a first, Sanabria on a first, Hassel on a Mega Box, Azucar on a purple, Cedeno on a first, Xander Bogaerts on a Mega Box, all kinds of Padres. All right, going out to the Reds and Tyler, we got a Brett Lauder die cut, Nabil Mariano first, two of those. We got a Rockstar Rhett Lauder, Austin Hendrick on a Mega Box, Chase Burns on a Super Sparkle checkerboard, and then Pineda on a first, and a Chase Burns VIP rookie. And then our big hitter going out to the Giants and Scott Struble. We got a Willie Adams to 50, and then a It's got to be Honey because they don't usually say a J in Spanish, but it could be Johnny. Honey Level for the Giants out of Venezuela. That was our auto, and I think our lowest number, both going out to Struble. So thanks you guys again. Thanks for keeping me company. It's going to take me a while to get all these sleeved and top loaded, but might be dropping football soon. I don't know when we get a chance to break it, but I might drop a football just because I miss getting to hang with you guys. So probably have something coming tomorrow or Sunday. Not positive which, but thanks you guys again. Please support the other breakers. Appreciate. There's also awesome breakers we had tonight. None of them were able to join tonight, but obviously we have Blinky's box breaks, Hammers hits, and Black and Gold are the ones that we kind of are affiliated with the most with. Unless you're looking for memorabilia, and then you got Fat Uncle break and Great Lakes box breaks, both awesome people too. But appreciate all your guys' support. Oh, and Eaglefin, I cannot forget Eaglefin, the card father. Gary Acke's awesome. So thank you guys again very much. Appreciate each and every one of you. Everybody have an awesome evening, and we will talk soon, I'm sure.